Hey everyone, this is Jerry Bolda from Clare Controls. Welcome to another Clare Tech Tuesday. Today I want to talk about hidden features in the Install Assist app. We all know that the Install Assist app is used for mostly for the installers or dealers that are going to be adding, removing devices, maybe putting a click controller on Wi-Fi. There's a help menu, features that I've gone over in the past and other episodes of the Tech Tuesday. Today, though, I do want to point out that there's a couple things in here that could be very useful. I actually use these almost every day. So over on the right-hand side of the screen, we've got the Install Assist opened up. You can see the buttons here. I'm going to go to Add Devices. The very first page that opens, you may not know that it's up here, but there's three dots up at the top right corner. If you click there, you see you've got ZWave Maintenance and you've got Unpair ZWave Device. The ZWave Maintenance, as you can see over on the left-hand side of the screen, that's a button for troubleshooting. You can when you click that, once your ZWave devices are paired and everything's good in the system, you've added all your devices, it's a great idea to use that ZWave Maintenance. What that will do is it'll go out and remap. Maybe if you're having lag with the door lock or some lights are taking a little bit longer than they should, use that ZWave Maintenance, and this will go through and reprocess all of those devices and make different mappings to them. You'd be surprised on the results that you can get with the ZWave Maintenance. Another quick tip, if you're adding ZWave devices to an already existing project, maybe you've got a few lights, dimmers, plug-in modules, something like that, another good idea to run that ZWave Maintenance afterwards. The one underneath is Unpair ZWave Device. I know it doesn't look like a big deal, but this is very helpful, especially if you're going to be taking over a project or something and you go in. You have the ability to remove ZWave devices even if they aren't part of that project. In other words, if you've swapped out a click, controller, something like that, you can take and unpair different devices, whether it's lighting or a door lock, even if they aren't part of that ZWave network. In other words, you can go in, put a new controller in there, and if you had to get rid of those ZWave devices to put them back onto your new controller, this would be the way to do that. Because if you go into the old existing lighting, it's going to look for the old lighting on the new controller, and it's not going to be there. So let's continue in a little bit. In the lighting category, we have released the new ZWave. I've done a couple of Tech Tuesday videos on that. The new 500 chip ZWave. There's a few things I wanted to point out in here. Let me find one of these lights that I've got here, like in the laundry. All these newer lights, whether it's a switch, an in-wall switch, or an in-wall dimmer, they have a blue LED that's down on the bottom right-hand corner. I've done quite a few of these. Some people really don't want the LED on. Some people want it on when the light is on. Some people want it on when the light is off. The place where you can find to change those settings is if you go into one of the new lights. It could be a dimmer or switch. Go into it, click Edit Device Settings. You're going to see that the LED behavior is in here. You've got a couple of choices. By default, it's LED on while the device is off. Personally, that's what I keep it at, just because if it's dark and you can go inside, whatever, in a dark room, you're always going to be able to find that light switch because it's going to have that blue LED lit. But you could disable the LED altogether, which means it won't be on or off, whether the switch is on or off, or LED on while the device is on. You can do that as well. So you can do this. Like I said, it's got to be an in-wall switch or dimmer that has that LED on the face of the paddle there. If I go back out of here, another thing that some of the older lighting, as we know, ZWave Associations. The new lighting does not use ZWave Associations. The older lighting does. To make those ZWave Associations, you're going to use a master dimmer or master switch. And then, of course, you can have up to 3 or 4 accessory dimmers or switches. How do you make those ZWave Associations? Once you've paired them, you go into one of the accessories. You just tap on it. Again, you're going to see there's an Edit Device Associations. It's inside of the dimmer. It's almost like a dimmer property or switch property. Click on it there, and you're going to have a nice drop down. It says Master Devices. So the system's going to automatically know that there's master switches or dimmers in the system, and you just have to choose which one you're using. This one happens to be for the kitchen. You do that, it makes the association for you, and you're done. So these are just a couple of quick tips, just in case you didn't know that these were out there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's it for this week, and hopefully we'll catch you next time on a Clare Tech Tuesday video.